I interviewed in Celina, and while I was interviewing, found out they're allegedly the fastest growing district in the United States. I think they've surpassed Frisco in that category. The plan is to build an elementary school a year out there to accommodate their growth. They just completed pretty much a brand new high school facilities in the last year or so. They just finished a new middle school that holds 1,500, and in 3 years they plan to have another middle school that holds 1,500.
Wow.
And the superintendent's long-range plan is in 10 years to have 2 6A high schools just like Rockwall. So they feel like they're going to be the next Rockwall as far as growth goes, and then they'll be landlocked after that, just like Rockwall is. And eventually, you know, if that comes to fruition, it's a great opportunity for me to get into a school. It's about the same size as Sulphur Springs now, or maybe even a little less. We're all in the same 4A classification for next year, but I think in the next realignment they could easily be big 5A or 6A, and that just gives me the opportunity to impact more students and impact more staff and just really feel like I'm what I'm meant to do.
Okay, so this is a move. I'm sure there will be a lot involved, because you do have a family here.
Correct.
That will have to make that as well.
Right.
But just something you see as an opportunity and to help with this growing district.
Mm-hmm. It is for sure. It was a big decision for our family. We're still not exactly sure what we're going to do. Obviously, the cost of living everywhere right now is astronomical. At the same time, just that area is has a lot of high-priced property. So we've got to figure out how we're gonna do that. I've got 2 kids who love Sulphur Springs, and they're thinking about staying. I know for sure Brady wants to stay, and we're going to let him. Bella is probably going to want to stay when it all sorts out. My wife has a job at North Hopkins she really likes, so I'm not expecting her to up and move just because I get another job. And with that in mind, I think it just depends on what works out for us.
Okay, so it could be some community.
Could be a gradual transition of our family over there. So I just know how important the high school years are to kids, and if my kids are comfortable here, again, I tell people all the time, I love Sulphur Springs High School. I've loved it for 7 years. It's been a great place to raise a family, for my family to grow, and this was just another opportunity to do that on a larger scale. I think Celina is a lot like Sulphur in respect to the school culture they're trying to create. I think I check a lot of the boxes for their principal profile they used in their search, and just felt like it was a win-win for me. And like I said, if my family comes, it's a bonus, and if I have to see my family, if I have to commute a little bit and stay some nights over there, we'll get all that worked out through the summer.
Okay, all right. So we could still see you around.
Yes, for sure.
And
for
definitely
sure.
through the end of the school year.
Oh yes. My contract over there doesn't start till July 1st.
Okay.
But Mr. Lamb and Mr. Williams have been gracious enough to offer me some flexibility to go over there some. I do plan on going over there in the next couple weeks and meeting the staff and some of the assistant principals and such like that.
And start kind of breaking it in a little bit.
Their principal's finishing. He's staying in the district, so he's kind of in the same situation I am.
Okay.
He's trying to get everybody all the positions filled as I am, and try to leave me and set up to go forward where I'm trying to leave whoever my following next leader will be here in the same good situation.
Well, it sounds like you're not only looking forward, but trying to take care of.
Yes, for sure. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to bail on my students. This is a great senior class. We've had 7 great senior classes here, and I want this one to be just as special as the other 7 have been.
Okay, so you'll be there on graduation.
I will be.
Day.
Oh yes, for sure, to
see them out.
Yes, no doubt.
Okay, all right. Well, are there things about your time here that you would like to note or?
Oh, I just think it's been a great place to work. Mr. Lamb and Mr. Williams are great bosses. This district allows the flexibility for us to serve kids. It allows us the flexibility to think outside the box, be risk takers. And again, we've tried to develop that culture here at Sulphur Springs High School. We've hired a lot of great people in my time here. We've served a lot of great students. We've had a lot of cool activities. We brought in Flex Time, Food Truck Friday, our Back to School Bash, our reward events, and there's a lot of cool traditional stuff that we've all been able to keep in, such as Senior Shutout. all our pep rally traditions that we've kept, just with our changes that we made, we were able to keep the tradition strong. I think that's another reason that Celina was attracted to me, because with their growth, they want to keep what's important to them in tradition-wise important as they continue to grow. So I think I've shown a pattern of being able to do that.
Now, is this? I don't remember. Is this closer to where you?
It's a little
came
closer
from?
to my. It's a little closer to my mom's. To my wife's mother.
Okay.
She lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's a little closer to her. It's probably further from where my parents are now, but not much further.
Okay.
And I did originally grow up in the Metroplex.
Okay. This will be a little closer to
Yes.
where you came up.
Yes.
And, okay. All right. Well, it sounds like things are falling into place. Just looking at here, do we have a lot of positions that are still
Not
left?
necessarily. I think people were talking about teacher shortages and such, and we've been very fortunate that I don't think we have any more than we normally do when people move to a different job with family, or spouse changes jobs, similar to my situation, and the spouse moves. But usually this is about the time that people start getting other jobs. We've had some people contacted and let us know that they're filling out some applications just because, for whatever reason. But we haven't been it hasn't been just the crisis that we thought it was going to be. It's probably just a little bit. It's right now, like I said, it's probably about the same as typical years, and we hope it doesn't get to be a crisis.
Right. Well, coming out of
Yes.
COVID and all
Been
the
crazy.
things
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
that
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
had to deal with, and
We compared to the COVID year, we have a lot more applications for the jobs we have open.
that's good.
Which for some of the jobs after COVID, we didn't have any applications, and we kind of had to go search out some people. And we are hitting all the job fairs. Our assistant superintendents have been to the Region 8 job fair and the Region 8 job fair, as well as the Texas A&M Commerce job fair. And they've had some candidates apply through those job fairs, which has been a blessing to us to have some more applications to look at.
Okay, so we're some of them are maybe some new teachers
For sure.
and
For
things
sure.
that
Right. Definitely some new teachers trying to get their start in education, some veteran teachers that are looking for a different place to go for whatever reason. A lot of people, there's a lot of things to like about Sulphur Springs High School. I mean, we feel like we've created a culture that is very supportive of our staff, advocates for our students. We try to provide resources for everyone to be successful. And like I said, we just want it to be we've tried to create a big second family for everybody up here. And I think if you asked around, that everybody's fairly close to each other, and we work hard each day, and we have a good time doing it.
Was there anything that you're particularly proud of?
Well, I am grateful for the opportunity to even come to Sulphur Springs High School. These 7 years have been awesome. Everybody I've dealt with in Sulphur Springs has been so supportive of me and my family. I'm forever indebted to it. It'll always be a part of me. I have lifelong friends here, and I'm sure I'll be in touch with a lot of them, and you will see me around some of the stuff, especially if my kids staying around. I'll be here to watch Brady and Bella do their things, and like I said, I'll enjoy seeing all the kids I've met before I left.